Hello guys, it's been a while since we've done one of these videos, but I'm back now for today's Tuesday NBA slate. March 10th, we have a 9-game NBA slate starting at typical 4 p.m. Pacific time. As usual, we'll start off with point guard. Luka Doncic is currently listed as questionable, 11.1K. He's definitely going to be in play for me against the Spurs just because of the kind of upside that he has. We know every time he goes out there, he has the upside to play upper 30s in minutes and have triple double upside, getting 70 plus DraftKings points. So definitely he's going to be in my player pool. Spurs defense just isn't the same. It's like they have a reputation of being a very good defense, but they just really haven't been there for the past few seasons. Next, Russell Westbrook, 10.1K against the Timberwolves. I like him over Harden here in this spot. Just Westbrook's a way more he's cheaper for one, and then also rebounding, like he's a lot more it seems like peripherals wise Harden gets them, but Westbrook he definitely gets a little bit more. And then Westbrook, he's been playing really well with this small ball lineup since they've gone into that, because Westbrook's numbers, especially rebounding, it's just been a lot higher without Clint Capella. Covington's reboundings are up. So Westbrook, he's 10.1K. Definitely price is still very affordable here. There should be some value on this slate, so I think you can definitely pay out for Westbrook here. And then next, Damian Lillard, 9.1K. Not going to be a core play either, but against Phoenix, he didn't have that great of a game 2 games ago when they played. But Damian Lillard, he played phenomenal that streak back then when CJ was out in January. And now that Lillard's got a few games under his belt, I think that he can definitely have a game soon. Just know that it's going to come where he shoots well and just taking a whole lot of shots. He's been a little bit like deferring to CJ McCollum, but this is a very good spot against the Suns. The Suns play a very short rotation, and their defense isn't that particularly great at all. And also, Lillard's price is down now. Next, D'Angelo Russell, 8,500 against the Rockets. The Rockets have been really poor the past few games, but it's more so just the pace, the game environment of this matchup that intrigues me here. D'Lo, he's going to be the guy that the Timberwolves go to down the stretch with Towns out, just because it's gonna be D'Lo and Towns for like the seasons to come. This is their guy. This is the guy that I traded for. They want him, and they're gonna try to get him more fit into the system. So this is a very good match against the Rockets. They play fast. Yes, they have a lot of good individual defenders, but still, the Rockets, they just haven't been that great recently, and D'Angelo Russell is going to get all the opportunity he can get. He hasn't shot well recently, but that's just a shooting thing. So it's like, if he shoots just a little bit better, you're getting games where D'Lo's hitting easily 40 DraftKings points. And if he shoots really well one game, which this is definitely a good game environment, he can go for 50 plus, and he's only 8,500. He's getting a whole lot of usage without Towns, so I like D'Lo. And then Steph Curry, 7,800 against the Clippers. It is a tough matchup, but with Curry being the pretty much the only guy now on the Warriors, he's gonna get all the usage that he can handle here with all the injuries. But also for him and for himself, there's probably gonna be a minutes limit because it is only gonna be a second game back if he does end up playing. Maybe like 30s for his minutes restriction, but still, if he's limited at 30, I think he's still very much in play just because his price is still very affordable at 7,800, and playing at home as well. They could definitely keep this game close. Next is Ricky Rubio, 7,500. He had a big game last time, so I'm the type of player that doesn't want to go back to it. I don't want to play another guy that's coming off of like a ceiling game, but this is a very good matchup for the Suns. Blazers defense has just been really bad lately, really for the season, and the Suns still are very short-handed. DeAndre Ayton is questionable, but the injury did seem like something that was like not just a minor injury, but he is questionable, so maybe he does play. But still, Rubio, he is gonna get a whole lot of minutes along with all these other stun starters just because they're short on bodies, and Rubio definitely has been able to get triple doubles in the past. He shot pretty well last time. He's a guy that just is going to be ball handling a lot. You're going to get a lot of assists out of him. Very good steal numbers as well. So I think Rubio still at this price, you can still get a good game out of him. Can pay off and hit GPP value. Next, Kemba Walker, 7,200 minutes restriction. You gotta watch that, but Without Jaylen Brown still, there's still elevated usage for all these Celtics guys. It is a tough matchup against the Pacers, but the Pacers are pretty banged up right now. Brogdon is already ruled out. Oladipo's questionable. So there's definitely injuries that can weaken this Pacers offense or defense rather. But Kemba, we know that he's a guy that if he gets hot, he can definitely get a stealing game, and his price is actually coming down. So I think Kemba's definitely something that you want to have in your player pool. Ja Morant 7,100 against the Magic playing at home, which is really important for a rookie, especially for Ja's numbers so far this season. He's been playing a lot better when he's at home. It's like a 9-point DraftKings difference for his home and away splits. And also, if you take a look at the Magic defense by position, if you're into that, they're pretty bad. Like they're one of the worst teams, especially in the last 30 games against opposing point guards. And we know Ja Morant is the guy that keeps this team moving. So Ja's interesting. He definitely is going to be pretty low owned as well. Kobe White 6,800 is going to be on the pool as well, just because he's going to be picking up the start. And off the bench, he's playing like heavy 30s in minutes anyway. But now you can definitely see a game where he can play 40 minutes. And it is a terrific match against the Cavs. The Cavs are one of the worst teams against opposing point guards, and they don't play that fast, but it's just the matchup. It's really good, and still without Zach LaVine, Lauren Markkanen's getting healthier, playing more minutes, but still Kobe White's going to be the one that's going to be taking like closer over 20 shots for every game right now for the Bulls. So Kobe White price is going up, but he's starting, so definitely he deserves that price tag right now. Ownership probably is going to be a little bit higher than you should be just because of that starting status change. Center Dinwiddie 6,800 as well. Definitely the tournament pivot to Kobe White because he's the same price, and we know Dinwiddie has a massive upside as well. If LeBron were to be out, definitely this game can stay close. And the Nets, they do have enough talent with how well Dinwiddie or LeVert also has been playing. So Dinwiddie, he's a guy that does seem a little bit cheap, even though it is a tough matchup, regardless if LeBron plays or not. But Alfred Payton now 6,300 against the Wizards gonna be one of my core plays for right now because the Wizards, they're not a good defense at all. They have Shabazz Napier as a starting point guard who's just not a good defender at all. He's undersized. And Alfred Payton's a guy that does get a little bit of everything, fills up the stat sheet, and you get a fast-paced matchup like this against the Wizards where they play really fast, they don't play good defense at all. There's definitely upside for triple-double here. The minutes have been a little bit inconsistent lately, but if he plays well, definitely I can expect Alfred Payton to hit a ceiling game. And it's just the minutes. If he gets a lot of minutes, heavy 30s, then he's probably putting you up closer for over 40 DraftKings points. And his price is just too cheap at 6,300 because of how great of a matchup this is. Next is going to be Derek White. This guy is going to be popular, but he's going to be in my core as well. Dallas actually hasn't been that great recently for their defense, especially against point guards. With DeJounte Murray out, it's probably going to be Derek White and then Patty Mills starting at the point guard position. Bryn Forbes is more of a shooter, so he's not going to be doing a lot of ball handling. It's going to be White, Mills, DeRozan, obviously. So White, he started once in the past, but that was because of the matchup reasons against Brooklyn. But with him probably going to get the start here, I think definitely we can finally see him play over 30 minutes. And Derek White's been really productive, and when he plays at home, he's actually another guy that just plays a lot better there. And so Derek White 4,600 getting the start here. I like him. And then other guys, Matthew Dellavedova, he is 4K. He's been playing really well. Chicago's their defense hasn't been that great recently just because of how injured they are. Like Chris Dunn's out for the season, but Dellavedova still with Darius Garland out. Delly is getting the minutes. He's getting a whole lot of assists just because he's a way better playmaker than Colin Sexton is. So he still makes sense for a pretty solid value play. And then Patrick Beverly, he's a guy that I would say has more upside just because he's one of those types of guys that just does a little bit of everything. His usage is very low, but if you get a game where he can shoot, like he can make like 1-3, he can take those with more confidence, knock them down, and then we know he's gonna be he's gonna be out there to rebound, play defense, obviously, and he's gonna get steals, sometimes some blocks as well. If Steph Curry plays this game, they probably want to play Patrick Beverly more as well. So if Curry plays, I think I'd actually like Beverly more. 3,700 just as a value play, but definitely he has a very low floor of single digits. And then Britton Forbes, 3,500, a guy that maybe gets some more minutes, but he's pretty much scoring dependent, so only tournaments, very thin though. And then Rajon Rondo, if LeBron were to sit out, which I think that he will, because it just how the games have been for the Lakers. They've been very tiring. They have a Rockets game on Thursday, so they probably want to rest LeBron here. And they pretty much, I mean, they have a big 6-game lead for the number 1 seed right now in the West. So I can see LeBron resting. They could definitely win this game just with Anthony Davis. But if LeBron were to sit out, Rondo is going to be the top value play of the slate by far. And then going down though, Patty Mills, 3,100. He also should pick up some more minutes, getting more opportunity at the point guard position. He does play alongside Derek White sometimes, so they could definitely play alongside each other, obviously. But he's a lot cheaper, 3,100. I would expect Mills to still come off the bench though, and maybe his ownership is still going to be low because of that. But with the injuries, more opportunity, I think for near minimum salary, Mills definitely makes sense, especially if LeBron were to end up playing. Now on to shooting guard. Bradley Beal, 10.2K. Doesn't feel like a priority, but the Knicks, they are bad. It is a slow pace, but Bradley Beal plays pretty well at home. And he's still got all the usage in the world with John Wall still out. Next, Devin Booker, 8,800 against the Blazers. This matchup is terrific. Once again, same thing with Ricky Rubio. His price is going up, but still with the injuries, the kind of minutes, the heavy minutes that all the stars are playing, I still really like Devin Booker here. And they just don't really, the Blazers, they don't have a good defensive game plan. They don't have good defenders. Trevor Ariza, sure they can put him on, but I mean, he's already played really well against the Blazers just last week. So Devin Booker still 8,800, very affordable. I like him actually over Bradley Beal. And then if Steph Curry were to be ruled out with his illness, Damian Lee, 5,800, tough matchup, but we know when all these Warriors guys are out, you just play the value guys for the Warriors because there's so much usage that opens up. Wiggins, I probably would stay away from just because he is almost $2,000 more expensive than Damian Lee, and Damian Lee is a guy that can definitely be capable of outscoring Andrew Wiggins straight up. So I like Damian Lee if Curry were to be out. And then other guys, Dylan Brooks, he's 5,300 against the Magic. Brooks is also very score independent, but the Memphis, they need Ja, they need Brooks, they need Joval to play really well. Those are the guys that are taking the most shots. So I like Dylan Brooks. He's still very affordable. It's just a matter of if he's able to knock down his shots because he's going to be taking a whole lot of them. And then for value at this position, it's just going to be Avery Bradley, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and Danny Green if LeBron were to be out. Usually one of these guards has a good shooting game, and then they're going to be playing more minutes for the Lakers. So if you're feeling like you need to go here, if there's no other better value choices, then sure, you can take a shot on one of these Lakers, but definitely try not to. Small for LeBron, he's going to be in play if he ends up playing because it is a terrific match against the Nets, but he's currently questionable, so can't really talk much about him. And then I prefer Paul George over Kawhi Leonard here. He is $1,500 cheaper, and it does seem like the minutes are going to be there for him now. Doesn't seem like there's going to be a restriction. There's definitely blowout risk here, but Paul George, we know the upside that he has, how good of a player he is. He's just too cheap at 7,700 without a minutes restriction, no matter what the matchup is. And then Caris LeVert, 7,500. If LeBron were to be out, definitely going to make things easier for these Nets. And LeVert's been the guy that's been keeping the Nets in all their games so far. So Caris LeVert playing a lot better than Dinwiddie recently. Dinwiddie kind of become the number 2 option, but still, these guys are the main offensive weapons for the Nets. So if this game's going to be close, definitely Caris LeVert's going to have to do a lot and just play really well. But core play, DeMar DeRozan, 7,400 against the Mavericks without Murray, without Aldridge. This guy is going to have to play massive minutes once again. This game should stay close, especially if Luka were to be out. The Spurs are playing at home. They're a lot better there. And DeRozan's ball handling a lot more. He's getting rebounds, especially without Aldridge. They've been playing a lot of smaller lineups with like Trey Lyles at center. So there's a lot of ways that DeRozan can contribute. Even though he doesn't shoot threes, that's definitely not a problem. He's a lot more efficient. He's shooting a very good field goal percentage. There are going to be more shots, more assist opportunities, probably without Murray. So I like DeRozan 7,400. Sucks that he's only small forward eligible now, but still going to be a very important play on the slate. Gordon Hayward 7K. Still in play, not the best because of the spot, but without Jaylen Brown, still all these Celtics are going to be in my player pool. TJ Warren, 6K without Brogdon. Tough matchup against the Celtics, but he's going to be asked to take a whole lot of shots. Going to be one of the main offensive guys here for the Pacers in this game. And especially if Victor Oladipo were to be out, that's even a bigger bump for TJ Warren. And then for value, Troy Brown Jr., he is cheap, 3,700. The Knicks, we know they're bad. Bench players usually play better at home, and Troy Brown's a guy that has shown upside in the past. If Jerome Robinson were to be out, I think that definitely secures Troy Brown's minutes. But if Robinson in there, probably don't want to go to Troy Brown just because they have been willing to give Robinson a whole lot of minutes. They've actually been starting him as well at the small forward position. Next is going to be power forward, Anthony Davis, 9.8K. Going to be a core play. I think that obviously if LeBron were to miss, then this is just a lock button play. Put him in all your lineups 100%. But still, if LeBron were to play, this is still a very good spot for AD because Brooklyn, they are very bad against centers, power forwards, big men, and they're going to definitely be able to, or AD rather is going to be able to just destroy them inside. So regardless if LeBron's in or not, I'm going to be playing a whole lot of AD on this slate. Excuse me. And then Porzingis, I guess Porzingis is center eligible only now. But I was going to talk about Porzingis. He's 9,300. He's going to be a core play then if Luka Doncic were to be out. His price is up there, but I just feel like with the way that Porzingis' usage has been with Luka being out, it's just insane. Like, this guy has been putting up a lot of 60-point games, and so he's going to be still very much a part of my lineup with Luka were to be out. But back to power forward, Jason Tatum, 8,900, going to be in my pool as well for now because, again, without Jaylen Brown, Tatum's price is coming down now to a bit more where he should be. And it's a tough matchup against the Pacers' bigs like Sabonis, but Sabonis isn't that great of a defender, and Tatum, he definitely is just a very talented scorer. They're going to need him with Jaylen Brown being out and Kemba possibly still being on restriction. So he's still going to be in play, but just not a core play. Aaron Gordon, he's 7,900 against the Grizzlies. Very good matchup for the Magic here. And Gordon's, we know he's been playing really well recently. He's been getting a whole lot of minutes. And there's going to be more usage, especially with Evan Fournier out. So I like Aaron Gordon still very much in play, even though his price is still up there. And then Julius Randle, 7,600 against the Wizards. Going to be a massive pace-up spot for these Knicks. And Randall's the number one option on this team. So if he were to have, if the Knicks are going to stay in this game, definitely Randall, Elfrid Payne, they're going to have big games. Rui Hachimura isn't that good of a defender. He probably isn't going to be able to handle Randall. And at 7,600, it's a very good price tag. Very fair, very cheap actually, I would say. Just a very good matchup overall. So Randall very much in play. 7,600, very interested in him. Saying very a lot, but that's just how much that I like him in the spot. And then Robert Covington, he is 6,200 against the Wolves. He's rebounding a lot. He's rebounding really well, and this is a good matchup. If you care about revenge, sure, but I mean, I don't think that really matters for him here in this spot. He's a guy that plays massive minutes, and he rebounds well. He's going to get a whole lot of opportunities as well, especially shooting threes, so he's got upside, very phenomenal defender as well. So upside is there. And then Eric Pascal, 5,700. Draymond Green's already ruled out. If Steph Curry were to be out, then I'm going to like Pascal. If Curry were to be in, I probably don't want to play much or any at all. It's a tough match against the Clippers, but if you take Curry off the floor, Pascal, he's just going to get more usage. And also, he's probably blowout-proof as well. He's been playing a lot of those blowouts this season, so I think he's pretty a safe bet for high 20s at least in minutes. And then Juancho Hernan-Gomez is 5,200 against the Rockets, small ball lineup, so maybe he loses some minutes to like James Johnson or something, but I would expect maybe Naz Reid loses minutes to Johnson instead. Watch is a guy that he's getting more minutes now in his starting role. He has shown upside in the past. He's 5,200, very affordable. Good matchup as well. So I like Hernan Gomez in the spot. They're going to need his shooting. And then Rui Hachimura, 4,900. As much as I don't like his defense, I don't think he's going to be able to handle Randall. So there's probably some foul trouble risk, but he's playing massive minutes. Even though the Wizards are getting healthier, he played 40 minutes. He just had a really weird game where he scored 0 points. He's young, so games like that are just going to happen. But if he's playing massive minutes, I'm going to want him at only 4,900 against the Knicks. And then gonna be an obvious play if LeBron is out. Kyle Kuzma, 4,400. Just one of those like plug and plays. If you watch like the Lakers without LeBron, they can't stagger LeBron and AD. So that way Kuzma has to be the number one option on the court when AD gets his rest. So Kuzma, he is definitely gonna be able to take like at least 15 or so shots if LeBron is out, and it's a very good match against the Nets. Finally, on to center. Nikola Vucevic, 9,100 against the Grizzlies. It's against Joval, so it's not the easiest matchup, but it is a very good pace-up spot for the Magic. And then also you factor in the usage bumps for all these Magic starters with all the injuries that they got. So still 9,100 prices going up, but Vucevic still has very solid upside of 60 plus. So it's a pace-up spot, definitely can cover for like a tougher individual matchup against Joval. And then Andre Drummond, core play, 8,700. Tristan Thompson is out, so his minutes aren't going to be safer. Larry Nance going to cover the backup 4 and 5 minutes. So you're still going to get Drummond, or if he's not in foul trouble or hurt, playing good mid-30s in minutes. And he got into foul trouble last game. That's why his minutes were down in the OT game. This is still a tremendous spot for centers against the Bulls. Even with Wendell Carter back, the Bulls were bad against centers when Wendell Carter was healthy. And now you're getting Drummond's minutes more secure, especially with Tristan Thompson being out. He's too cheap, 8,700. I like him a lot more than Kevin Love, who is 8,100. I know that Love is more of he's got more offensive talent, but Drummond's rebounding and also his defensive stats, they just give him such a high ceiling. Like, he's a guy that's put up 60, 70 DraftKings points in the past. He's also not an 8.7K guy, especially in this matchup. So I really like Drummond here. And then other guys, Marquise Chris, he is 6K if Steph Curry were to be out. Going to be more usage, more shots, and especially in a matchup where you can definitely target the Clippers inside. And then James Johnson, he's getting 4 and the 5 minutes. Against the Rockets, I can see him getting more minutes here, closer to mid-upper 20s. Because of the small ball lineup, he just fits better than a guy like Naz Reid. And he's a better defender than Wancho. So 4,900. He's a guy that's been getting a lot of defensive stats. We know Westbrook and Harden turn the ball over a lot, so he's definitely capable of just racking those up. So I'm interested in him. But overall, on the slate for right now, the night before, I'm gonna just not play like Rondo and all those guys because we don't really know. Obviously, they're gonna become core plays if LeBron were to be out, but it's going to be Alfred Payne at point guard, Derek White at shooting guard for value. Small forward, I really like DeMar DeRozan. And then power forward, I'm going to put in AD. Center will be Drummond. If you want more salary, you can definitely pivot from AD to Julius Randle. You save a lot more. But I will go with AD for now just because of how you can target Brooklyn inside, regardless if LeBron plays or not. So Alfred Payne, Derek White, DeMar DeRozan, Anthony Davis, Andre Drummond are the 5 plays for tomorrow's slate for Tuesday, March 10th. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Also subscribe to the channel for more videos. And as always, you can leave a comment if you have any questions. You can also find me on Twitter. You can add me, DM me at Boffles. Link will be in the description below. So again, thank you guys for watching. And as always, good luck on the slate. Bye.